I've noticed here lately that TikTok has been taking an all new route of crime by completely overstepping its bounds and not honoring anything criticism towards its own platform. That simply is not acceptable by United States law, nor is it permissible by Fair Use Law or Digital Millennial Copyright Act of 1976 that was updated in 1998. And you know that, and it's the main premise of how you do business on the internet and the main premise of your whole entire business platform. So, in honor of your past activities of crime, it's always a felony to oppress my civil rights. Here you can see the laws of that and everything that supports it. And there's over 1,000 ordinances and laws that support that, plus constitutional codes. GOV is another good spot to check out this law and exactly what it entails. More details of that right there you can check out. And let me give you a few great examples of exactly what I'm talking about right now. On 5/24/2026. Okay, we're here on Turbo Goyim. It's at Turbo or at Turb0 Goyim. And we got community violations already. We got 3 of them right here, which is really funny because these two, well, let me show you. This one right here, 5/22. What's today? Oh, May 24th. So 2 days, and our review process is taking longer than usual. We're working to ensure a thorough evaluation. Really? Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Let's see about the other. Who else has noticed when you gain momentum and you hit that prime time weekend slot for video making that they stall you out on your best performances by postponing the appeal process, not 1 day, but 2 days, maybe 3 days, maybe 4 days, anything to get past the weekend. So watch, as this probably won't be approved until Monday or Tuesday, since Monday's a holiday, right? This stuff is so trivial and so repetitively predictive, and that's AI with the trivial absolute ignorance. And it's only because AI is being told by complete criminal wastes of skin bags to do such ignorant things. Unfortunately. 5/22. The review process is taking longer than usual. We're working to ensure a thorough evaluation. And what's the date again? Okay, May 24th. Perfect. Okay, well, that sounds all right, I guess. But what's going on here? Why did you remove the sound? Well, it's only because I'm talking about criticizing TikTok. About exactly what? Removing the sound. How ironic. It's so funny that you do that. Constantly. You just decide, hey, you know, you go and holler at the rest of the world, hey, why don't you put your artwork in our art museum? Okay. And everybody runs over to your art museum and puts their artwork in your museum, not thinking that you're going to go and throw black paint all over it. Because that's exactly what you're doing. You're throwing black paint all over it. All over my art. All over my artistic creation. All over everybody else's artistic creation. And that's why we're taking you to court. It's that simple. I mean, you're trivial at this point, dude. Look, and it's not 1, it's 2. Look, the one next to it, same deal. Sound removed. Oh, look, we got an appeal. How cool. How cool. I didn't know we had an appeal for that kind of stuff. Look at that. That's neat. Let's try that. No checkbox, okay. So what about the other one? Does the other one have an appeal? No. No appeal. Well, that didn't make any sense. That one's... That's weird, because this one's older than that one, right? But I can appeal this one, but I cannot appeal that one? But why, though? And on top of that, you didn't show it to anybody, but you showed this one to 8 people? How weird, right? Okay, whatever. So, obviously, they're just breaking policy. They're breaking their own policy. Here's another one. White cover, 0 views. Had blacked it out. So he comes back and he says, well, you know, that's not... And it's about Antarctica. And they blacked it out. How fitting. And then, community violations down here for my song. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. The appeal not approved. And it's so funny, because why? Well, let me show you. Let me show you why. I'll show you why right quick. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I might not have saved it. I might have saved it. Here we go, right here.
Once upon a time in our rewritten history, 13 bloodlines rose to power wickedly. They came from ancient lands with depravity and vices, like usury and rape and ritual sacrifices. They worshipped evil gods, but they...
So yeah, just watched right there, right at the top of the screen. What's good for one channel is not good for another. Crazy, right? For sure. Make sure to back us up. And honestly,
what kind of woman will...
if you really want to back us up, I mean, this would be number 2 backup at OG Turbo World, right? Okay. But also we have Rumble. And Rumble, I'll just show you real quick if you're not familiar with Rumble. It's pretty easy to deal with. Turbo World, one word. And both the channels that pop up are mine. I don't think there's any more than 2. And both of these are mine. One channel has 100 pages of videos. I think the one in the red and blue. And the one in the blue has 70 pages, and they load different things at different times, and I don't really have any control over it. So I'd appreciate it if you'd give us a follow. We back up a lot of our lives and stuff here. In fact, we just shared a live here tonight from last night on Rumble, specifically, and we share everything in our evidence locker to Rumble because Rumble doesn't violate us like everybody else does and override us with appeals nonstop. So that is very, very cool, and I'm very grateful to share that with you. All right, I hope y'all have a wonderful, fantastic Sunday, because it is now Sunday, May 24th, 2026. Well, it's not yet. It's going to be in 10 minutes. I'm looking at the wrong clock, but yeah. Keep your turbo world.
I saw contingency plans called Majestic.
This is the legend, Bill Cooper. He's talking about the disinformation, the misinformation the U.S. government planned with these folks. Listen carefully.
And these
But if you listen and you pay attention, you'll understand why we're living in the little season of Satan. And if you could do me a favor, like, follow, share, let's get this information out there. Project Majestic.
contingency plans were to, well, first place, a contingency is a plan that can be implemented if certain things occur. And the certain things that would have tripped this contingency plan are, number one,
Basically, the whole Majestic project was a
Close
psyop.
to the truth. So they have to implement this to get them steered off the track. Or number two, we don't want to tell the public the truth about the alien presence, but there's so much alien activity occurring that the public is on the verge of finding out anyway. Let's tell them this story so that it doesn't cause consequences that we don't want. And that plan was called Majestic. I was in a bookstore one time. I'd never seen UFO magazine. Didn't even know it existed. In fact, I didn't even know that there was a UFO culture in the world of people who study UFOs or worship UFOs or have little UFO meetings. I had no idea that that was occurring. I was in a bookstore one time and I was looking at the magazine rack. I'm an avid reader and I'm always in bookstores. And this one day I saw a magazine just popped right out at me, at UFO. And I picked it up and I looked inside, and here is Majestic, all right there. And even the people who had been named to implement the plan were the ones who were actually implementing it. William Moore, Stanton Friedman. I'd never heard of Jamie Chandray, but he was named, and they had brought out a supposed genuine document called the Eisenhower Briefing Document, which in reality is a fraudulent document. It's a fake, and it was created to implement the plan Majestic, to either indoctrinate the public on what the government wants the public to perceive as happening, or to steer researchers away from the truth, or both.
So this wasn't revealing the plan of Majestic, but it was actually implementing the plan.
Implementing the plan against the public. It was a psychological operation against the public.
So this is what you saw.
So immediately my head began to spin around, and I began to think, God, I've got to tell people that they're being manipulated. This is a lie. And it really, if the public were using their own intellect, they would know that it was a lie. The executive order quoted for this document was in 92,000 something. I believe it was 92447, which is 92,447. And it was supposedly written by Truman. But Truman never wrote an executive order higher than 9,000. I mean, even today, there's no executive order with the number 92,000 on it. They've been consecutive since the beginning.
So it was clearly fraudulent.
So it's clearly.
Let them just fall on their own, bro, because this is just crazy.
It's insane.
Well, I'm gonna say it's crazy.
The thing is we have to collapse the money system. We have to.
There you go.
Digital.
Bro, and I'm guessing you guys are in these states where there's like a lot of farmland and all that. Be careful with these tick bites, bro. This is just getting crazy, man.
Yeah.
This is just getting crazy. They trying to have all the people eat this lab-grown meat stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why they letting millions or even billions of these modified ticks.
Man, the lab meat ain't even the worst of it. It's when they're trying to feed us our own stem cells back to us. That's the things that get me.
I'm hearing that they putting these vaccines on lettuce, and I'm imagining all type of other fruit and vegetable produce. Like, bro, this is just wicked, bro.
Let me hit you with this. When's the last time you seen somebody buried or an open casket?
They're probably feeding the people back to the people.
Bro, I've known 7, 8, 10 people that have died in the past 20 years, and not one of them had an open casket. How about you?
Mom, the last one I went to was my mom, and she was open casket.
How long ago was that? I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too.
That was probably about... it's been a while.
Man, they wasn't that whistle on us, boy.
Mine was about 10 years ago. So mine was about 10 years ago.
My point is, it's been a minute, right? And we got dump trucks running around here with random meat inside of it. Dump trucks that haul gravel.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that. Oh, bro. I saw that. Yeah, that's real, bro. That's real. That's real.
Why I don't eat anything that's made by Kraft Foods because they use this product called Hex 293, and it's baby kidney cells that are basically crushed into powder, and they use it as a food additive, but it's to enhance, like a flavor enhancer. Just basically make us cannibals is what they're doing. They're feeding us our own children.
Yep.
Stay away from McDonald's, all fast food restaurants.
That Walmart meme, man. I saw a video up on the Insta scam the other day.
Shit is
Of,
nuts, man.
man, this dude was talking about.
I gotta get off. I got to get off. It's,
All right.
Go ahead, man. I can see it in your eyes, fam. Go ahead, man.
I will be on. I'll probably. I have a few things, errands to run first thing in the morning, and then after that, I am free. I can probably get on probably after 12.
Okay.
Nooner.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll be done with my little errands tomorrow, but around that time.
Yep. That old dude on the truck.
Yeah,
that
but
truck
this was a beautiful discussion that was needed, and it's necessary.
Oh yeah.
And God, ain't no voting or protest gonna fix this. That's over.
No. We're past voting. We're at sue for change or fight for change. That's where we're at. You're
For real.
worthy of love and great wealth, and today is wonderful. That dude from Walmart was talking about you take that meat and you get a test kit from CVS or Walmart, and you go test who the daddy is of that
Got
meat. that you
different
got, and it'll come back
DNAs,
with
right?
100 It'll come back with 158 daddies in that meat.
Wow.
Yep. Thanks, Drew. You're amazing. Make sure to follow everybody in the chat and the live, and we'll see you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sound like the women nowadays, don't it? Sound like
Yes,
the women
sir.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Shit crazy, man.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, you too, family. All right.